As the school year winds down for many students, experts point to a growing problem that could be worse by the fall. Since the pandemic began, chronic absences in the U.S. schools have doubled. Pre-pandemic, about 8 million students nationwide were chronically absent. Now, it's up to around 16 million. Meg Oliver visited a Hartford school district in Connecticut, which is taking bold action to reduce absent rates.
It was a sweet surprise for these excited sixth graders at McDonough Middle School after a scavenger hunt. Ice cream sandwiches and a DJ dance party with their teachers and friends. To participate, the students had to be in school for 90% of April. This is just one of many events by the district to encourage attendance. Principal Marjorie Rice.
We've had fear factor events where staff has actually eaten insects.
Teachers are eating insects to entice students back. Is it working?
It's working, yes. The kids do love the events. Our efforts have shown in our data that we're improving our chronic absenteeism, reducing that rate, improving our average daily attendance, but most importantly, students who maybe were disengaged in the beginning, we're starting to see them coming to school every day.
The U.S. Department of Education defines chronic absences as students who miss at least 15 days of school in a year. According to the organization Attendance Works, trauma, family responsibilities or home situations, health or transportation problems, poverty, housing, and food insecurity all contribute to chronic absences.
Are absences higher than ever?
Absolutely. We are having an attendance crisis as a country.
Hetty Chang is the executive director and president of Attendance Works. She says schools need to make kids feel connected and engaged, offer tutoring and mentoring, expand summer learning, and do at-home visits when kids aren't showing up.
Is it too late to take action right now before the end of this school year?
Absolutely not. It starts with that outreach. We need to make sure that we're reaching out to students and families.
That's exactly what Hartford Public Schools are also doing.
When did the home visits really ramp up?
Last week we did 15. And the week before that we did 15 as well.
Wow.
Ashley Jackson is the middle school student engagement specialist.
You're going to follow the deck in that order.
She helps put on events like the scavenger hunt, but also visits families at home when students aren't showing up to school.
How many students have you been able to re-engage?
A lot. I can't even put a number on it.
Eighth grader Ashley Quadra is one of the students Jackson has helped. During the pandemic, her family moved and she no longer qualified for school transportation. Jackson taught her how to take the public bus, riding the route with her.
If you didn't have that, do you think there might have been a day where you thought, oh, this is too much, this is too hard, I don't need to go to school today?
Yes.
Really?
Quadra now reaches out to students who are often absent.
What do you tell them? Why should they come back?
Because you need education to get further in life, because when you get older, you're probably going to want to have your career, and you can't make a career out of no education because that education is going to get you far in life.
When you see your students smiling, when you see them engaged, when you see them doing these scavenger hunts, how does it make you feel?
It's impossible to put it into words. It is the best feeling in the world. It just fills me with joy. It fills me with a ton of pride and a whole lot of hope.
Shortly after we finished filming at the middle school, there was a deadly drive-by shooting across the street. Our cameraman heard the shots, the school went into lockdown, and no students or staff were hurt. Violence has also been cited as a factor to contributing to absenteeism. The school spokesperson told us everyone was rattled, but they're determined to persevere despite the challenges they face growing up surrounded by violence.
I mean, there you go, right? No one was hurt, meaning no one was struck by a bullet, but hearing the shots, that rattles you, and that changes your conception of school. Is it safe? Can I learn here? Where am I going with this?
And that young girl put it so perfectly. I mean, this education, this is where it starts. If you want to change circumstance, it starts with the education at a young age. They have to be able to get there for that to happen.
I think the big takeaway, too, is it's not too late to take action. You know, even after I did the interview with Hetty Chang, I wanted to volunteer at my daughter's school and to, like, reach out, tutor, mentor. I think this is a community effort right now. Everybody has to step up.
It takes a village, right?
Absolutely.
And as long as you understand, like Tony is saying, these things that the children are dealing with, whether it's violence or bullying or even just difficulty of doing your assignments, as parents, as teachers, we all can join in and kind of get these kids re-engaged in the classroom.
I'm worried about public schools. We've got teachers not signing up for the job or leaving the job, and now we've got kids doubling the chronic absent rate. That's a big issue.
And maybe it's a call to all parents out there. Volunteer a little bit more of your time. Thank you, Meg. We appreciate you.